Hello, today we're going to be doing the Mafia 3 E3 trailer synopsis. So what I'm going to be doing is screen capping parts of the trailer that were quite interesting and have a lot to tell and lots of information you can pick up from the actual, the scene. So I hope you enjoy, like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye. The trailer first starts off at a trial in front of a committee after the events of Mafia 3. The committee asks an unknown man if he helped Lincoln Clay take down Sal Marcano and the rest of his whole crime syndicate. This man is unknown, we don't know his name, but we know what he looks like, obviously. There he is. Looks a bit like Aldo Trapani from Godfather, but yeah, he says he did, and he's quite happy about that as he's smiling when he's talking about it. Then it switches to showing what happened to Lincoln when Sal Marcano burnt down the bar. As you can see, the man with the sideburns, I still don't know his name. I just call him Chops. He burns, well, he's the one that shoots Lincoln and then burns down the bar. And then throughout the full of the fire scene, he hallucinates seeing Sammy Robinson. Sammy Robinson's the Black Mob boss, and you can see him a few times in this trailer. He sees him beyond the flames, sees his face, until the local priest, also a friend of Lincoln's, saves him from the fiery inferno. Sammy Robinson then gives clear instructions to Lincoln and another associate to keep their affairs away from the neighborhood and the bar, so it just doesn't come back leading to them and affect the neighborhood and the people around it. You can see that he's got a Christian little button there, so it obviously shows that he's Catholic, the same as Lincoln. And on to the next scene, it shows you Lincoln going down to the basement, having a look at his knives, and he's about to start his mission of war, really, getting all these tools ready. The next scene shows the same man from the beginning, the unknown man, but I've been reading up and researching, and this might be his name, Bill Eakins, because as Mafia 3 have been releasing some newspaper clippings, Bill Eakins has wrote 2 of these articles, and they are about Sal Marcano, so it could be a coincidence, but it could also be a good hint to show that Bill Eakins, or this man, is helping Lincoln and getting his story across to everyone else, leading to the trial and asking him if if he helped Lincoln take down Marcano, which he did. So this after this, it shows Lincoln once again in the same basement as before. This is probably straight after he was checking out his weapons, getting ready for his big mission, and he shaves off all of his hair that he's accumulated over the months that he's been wounded. Next, an investigator claims that he didn't know Lincoln was the guy who's been killing all of Marcano's men for the last few months, but Lincoln is not the only guy he's investigating, or Marcano for that say, as next it shows a film reel or pictures of a lot of people, and to the left you can see Vito, Joe, and Marty. This could be a possible Easter egg, but this could be a huge storyline twist. Like, this guy's been watching Vito since he was back in his heyday, and he's been watching Marcano, so there's got to be some kind of link there. And then this leads to Burke, that's his name, Burke, surprised to see that Lincoln is actually still alive. This obviously takes place right after that Lincoln's starting walking around again and he's possibly recruiting Burke to go after Marcano. So it shows that Burke in fact knew Lincoln before he was shot in the head. And this then shows that Lincoln inside of an underground fighting ring. So this could either be a little activity that you can do, go and win some money and stuff, or this could possibly be a mission. In the trailer it shows you fighting another guy in the ring, bare knuckle boxing, and this could possibly be a fun way, similar to a couple of other games like GTA 4 where you get to underground fight for money. So I'm glad to see that Mafia is doing more activity based stuff like they didn't in Mafia 2. So next is Cassandra. As you can see, she's been crying, and she says that it can't just end and stuff like that. saying that Marcano's going to keep coming after them. You can see that she's got a right torn blouse, shirt, whatever you want to call it. She's obviously just been attacked or maybe sexually assaulted. I don't know. Don't know what goes on in these criminals' heads, but this obviously has upset her, and she's starting to doubt Lincoln or whoever she's talking to, possibly Lincoln, and into believing that they won't defeat Marcano. This leads on to the next scene of Vito and Lincoln torturing a Marcano soldier. We don't know again who he is, but this is Vito Scaletta, our first, possibly our first in-game sight of him, really. You can see he's got a fedora, a white polo t-shirt, but this isn't the first time we've seen this character, as another character that was dressed in the exact same clothes was shown in a different trailer, this one, and I'm sure this was supposed to be Vito, but it looks like he doesn't have the scar, and it doesn't really look like him at all, but this is supposed to be him, but they've obviously changed how he looks throughout the whole process. So Vito and Lincoln are both torturing this Marcano soldier, and we don't know who he is, but I possibly think he's a Marcano capo called Dominic, or it's Marcano's son called Giorgio, but we still don't know. Dominic looks a bit fatter in the photos and videos, as he's showed in the Criminals trailer, but we've never seen Giorgio, so this could possibly be him. Next scene shows Sal Marcano furious with his second-in-command Chops, as he says he only shot Lincoln once. Chops is kind of surprised that he's still alive, as he shot him in the head, and Marcano's pretty pissed because he didn't shoot him more than once. On to the next scene, it shows you a female looking at blood and fascination on her hands. She is another Marcano capo. She could, yeah, this is the theory for me. She could possibly be Tommy Angelo's daughter. But I said it. She was born in 1935. This could possibly be leading her to be 33. Yeah, that's all I have to say about her. This is her, as you can see at the start of the trailer. You can see on the left, and Dominic is on the right, and then in the middle, Lou, who is Sal's brother. On to the next scene, it really shows you the environment of the game. As you can see, a can't even say it, the KKK meeting in the bayou, and you could possibly shoot them all up being like bad boys. I'm led to believe that Marcano is in fact linked with the white supremacists, as some of his members of the crime syndicate are part of the KKK, so they're possibly linked in some activities or some missions that Lincoln needs to take care of. Next is Vito Scaletta once again. As you can see, he's got the scar under his lip, and he's seen better days. He's old. It's been 17 years since Mafia 2, so he's put on some weight, but not that much, and he's starting to recede, so his appearance has changed totally. Next is once again Vito, but this time he's kidnapped. And this is Vito. Why? Because he's got the brown jacket from Mafia 2. Yes, the infamous jacket from Mafia 2. It returns. And he seems to be smiling. He's like laughing. He seems to be entertained by his captor. So it could be someone that he knows, or it could be someone that he doesn't like, but finds pathetic. And how do we know that this is Vito Scaletta? Well, if you go back a bit, you remember the guy with the glasses who was talking about, the investigator? Well, on the wall behind him is a picture of this same guy with the jacket, with a polo shirt, and to the right there, you can see Vito Scaletta's mugshot from Mafia 2. That was taken in 1943. This confirms that it's Vito, so there you go. On the next slide is one of Marcano's men falling from a building. Lincoln's probably killed him. Well, chucked him off the roof anyway. He hasn't killed him yet. This isn't the first time we've seen him, actually, because the first time we've seen him was in another trailer called the Criminal trailer, in which he kills another Marcano soldier because he isn't doing what he was told in front of another capo called Dominic. It's kind of ironic because he gets what's come to him, really. And to finish it all off is the bar scene. I've just got lost for words there. Lincoln is at the end, and he leaves the bar with an unknown man dead on the ground, probably a Marcano soldier. So this has been the synopsis. I hope you've learned something new. I've surely have by watching and, well, investigating all the scenes. So subscribe and like for some more, and I hope you learned something. Goodbye.